What if I told you Chucky is about to get scary again? Not funny, not campy, but actually disturbing. What's going on, everybody? I'm Travis, and this is The Final Cut, your daily pulse in horror. It's Monday, April 13th, 2026. New week, new horror, and today we've got a mix of legacy franchises, long-awaited sequels, and one of the most interesting release strategies I've seen in a minute. Let's get into it. This is the one a lot of horror fans have been waiting on. Don Mancini just confirmed at Steel City Con that he's officially writing a new Chucky movie, and this one is heading back to theaters. But here's the part that really matters in this. He's not going for the comedy angle. He's chasing the bride. He's not chasing that like bride of Chucky, seed of Chucky energy. He's going back to Curse of Chucky and even deeper. Back to the tone of the original Child's Play films. Slower tension, more grounded horror, less jokes, more fear. And if you remember, Curse of Chucky in 2013 was the reset the franchise needed. It stripped everything down and made Chucky dangerous again. And here's where it gets even more interesting. Mancini is still keeping full continuity intact. That means this new film will connect the original movies, Cult of Chucky, and the recent TV series. Same timeline, no reboot shortcuts, and let's not forget, Jennifer Tilly already teased that more Chucky is in the works. So this lines up perfectly. But my question for you guys, do you want Chucky to stay fun and chaotic, or go back to what we saw in that original Child's Play film? Genuinely terrifying. Let me know your answers in the comments ahead. Quick shout out to Fanatical to kick off the week. They got a star deal right now of Murder on the Express for 82% off. You can get Crimson Desert 15% off. That mystery egg bundle is still up and rolling. Right now you can get 30 keys for about $19.79. And don't forget, Pragmata drops this week, April 17th. 17% off pre-order right now up on Fanatical. Escape from Tarkov, 25% off for that shooter. Hit the links, grab the deals, and let them know HMU sent you for your gaming at Fanatical. All right, for sure, some of the best news over the weekend for the horror heads, right? After nearly 2 decades, Behind the Mask, The Rise of Leslie Vernon is finally getting a sequel. Behind the Mask 2, The Return of Leslie Vernon is officially moving forward, and yep, the original team is coming back. Nathan Basil returning as Leslie, Angela Goethals, and horror legend Robert Englund. Directed again by Scott Glosserman, who helped create one of the most unique meta slashers ever made. If you've never seen the original, it basically flips the genre on its head. It follows a slasher villain like a documentary subject, showing you how he trains, plans, and builds his legacy. The cardio part is still one of my favorite parts of any horror film. Here's the key detail though. This sequel isn't just nostalgia. The creators are framing it as a reflection on time, growth, and what it means to still be relevant in horror after 20 years. They even said the film will mirror their own struggles as creators through Leslie himself. Very layered. And the fact that they're crowdfunding part of it, that tells you this is still fan-driven franchise at its core. My question for you guys though, can a sequel hit harder after 20 years? Or is that the kind of gap that's too long to recover from? I'm excited. Let me know what you guys think in the comments ahead. All right, quick shout out to Gruv. Right now they got the Stranger Things Complete Collection dropping July 28th. Day of the Dead pre-order for June 16th. Also pre-order right now for the animated film Cloud Atlas, which will also be out June 16th. Slither hits June 23rd. Haven't mentioned it in a while, but Welcome to Derry Season 1 will be out May 5th. Get your pre-orders locked in and take advantage of those discounts at Gruv. All right, and finally, this one is different. A film that we've talked about on the website a few times called It Doesn't Get Any Better Than This is making waves right now, not because of marketing, but because of what it refuses to do. Directed by Rachel Kempf and Nick Toddy, the film follows horror-obsessed creators who buy a rundown duplex to shoot a movie. But here's the twist. It will never be released online. No streaming, no digital, no VOD. The only way to see it is in person. Right now, it's playing limited screenings through places like Alamo Drafthouse as part of their Terror Tuesday lineup. I'll be there tomorrow to see it. And according to the filmmakers, this wasn't a gimmick. One of the people involved in the film didn't want it widely distributed, so they built the entire release strategy around that limitation. But here's what's happening because of it. Word of mouth is growing, scarcity is building hype, and audiences are treating it like an event. In a world where everything is instantly available, this might actually be the rare case where less access equals more impact. My question for you guys, though, is would you go out of your way to see a horror movie if it never hits streaming? Yep. Or is that a deal breaker for you? Let me know your answers and if you're going to go see it in the comments ahead. Today's take. Here's what ties all this together. Horror is at its best when it commits. Chucky going back to fear, Leslie Vernon coming back with purpose. A film choosing scarcity over convenience. None of this is playing it safe. And right now, safe horror doesn't stick. The stuff that sticks, it takes risks. Today's Spotify poll question for you: what kind of horror do you want more of right now? Classic slasher returns, meta horror sequels, experimental releases, big studio horror. And don't forget, if you got a tip, trailer, or story we might be covering, DM us at HMUNCUT. We might feature it on the show. That's today's episode of The Final Cut, your daily pulse in horror. If you're watching on YouTube, like, comment, thumbs up, subscribe. Listening on Spotify or Apple, make sure you follow so you don't miss an episode. We'll be back tomorrow. More headlines, more updates, more things to talk about in the world of horror and beyond. Until then, I'm Travis. You guys know the drill. Keep the lights on.